Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have my September Graphics Fairy Design Team junk journal to show you. And this is Edgar Allan Poe themed. And I was completely inspired by the Poe's Halloween bundle that the Graphics Fairy released on the premium membership site a couple of weeks ago. I've had this little book for a while. I've already taken it apart and tea-dyed the pages and then did nothing with it. But I thought the bundle was perfect to use with this little book. So for the cover, because it's just kind of a plain tweed book cloth, and on the front here was the logo for the publisher, I definitely wanted to hide all of that. So I used, and this is one of my favorites, from the marbled end papers, the red marbled paper. And here's a little quote from Poe. There's a sheet of those in the Poe's Halloween bundle that I printed onto tea-dyed paper. I cut the corners so it kind of gives the illusion of an old marbled paper covered book. And then this is a little vintage Denison label that actually came from my grandmother's writing desk. So I've had the little box of labels forever and finally used one. Here's some little black tattered lace peeking out. And then let's take a look at the cover. This string that wraps around kind of holds this in place, and it's a little metal charm that says Lost Souls, but it turns so you could write your initials or the date you start the journal there. And then this string, I don't wrap it around the paper brad or paper fastener. I never know what these are called, the split pin things. Anyway, I just wrap it down like that. I don't wrap it around it. But it does wrap around the image on the cover twice, so you could trim this down if you wanted. And here is a secret pocket there. And then if you lift this up a little and turn it underneath is another image from the Poe's Halloween bundle. And that image has a secret pocket as well. So I just tucked in a tag there, but it blended right in. Turn it this way so you can see. Oops. So you've got that there. I love this image. And going inside, here we have a pocket with some more of the tattered black lace, a little playing card with a P on it. And then this little string sort of acts kind of like a belly band-ish. And this little collage I just made with stuff that was sitting on my table while I was working on the journal. And then a printable and a quote from the bundle and a little vintage button and a piece of red velvet. And that just tucks right in there. Here's a little glass black heart bead on a pin and some black ribbon ruffle. I've included several pages from the book itself, and I do mention this in the blog, but when I tea-dyed it, the red on the edge, the top edge ran, and I just loved the look of that. So we've got the raven, of course. Really grungy, nice tea-dyed pages I chose for this one. Here is a pocket with a couple of tucks, and this is a few little pieces of journaling paper. It's really nice that I thought just went really well with this journal. Another of the printables from the Poe bundle, a little tag, and another one of the quotes. And then this is, well, I've got ravens throughout, but I found them in a couple of different places, the Vintage Halloween bundle and the Naturalist Halloween bundle. And this is from one of those, and I just distress inked the back. The journal pages that are in the Poe's Halloween bundle are beautiful. Here's one. I think I did reduce, no I didn't, but you could reduce it in size if you wanted to make a smaller journal, but they are just beautiful pages, and so I've included several of those. I've printed them onto parchment paper, I've deckled the edges and inked them, but just beautiful. Some piano roll paper. In this envelope, I just tucked in, some, couldn't remember, some pieces of some of the poems that were included in the book. And then this one I just made a little pocket and tucked this little piece in for some more journaling ephemera, and there's space in here to tuck in maybe things that you're going to add to the journal or secret journaling. And we have the gold bug, and I love this story. It has a cipher in it, so I included the pages with the code in this journal. Another set of the journaling pages. And the other side of that envelope, little metal clip there, and I cut this side open so you, again, more room to tuck some stuff in. And this is the raven put to music, so I printed that onto tea stained paper. And there are a couple, and this is one of them, there are a couple of authentic vintage liquor labels in here that I thought went really nicely with the journal. And this is one of the ravens from, again, either the Vintage Halloween or the Naturalist Halloween bundles, and another one of the quotes, the gold bug cipher. Here it is here again. And then this, I love that so much, the gloomy dark. Here's one of the gold bugs, and I'm hoping you can see that on camera. I painted little highlights in gold paint on him. And this is, I didn't use all of the, from the sheet of quotes, I didn't use them all, so I just clipped the extra ones in so whoever receives the journal can put them where they would like. Did some digital stamping from the decorative hardware bundle. And then here's a little clip with a couple of glass beads on it and a ribbon with keys. And another one of the pages, and I love this detail so much. A pocket here, this is fussy cut from a book. And then just some more bugs. This is from the Entomologist Field Guide bundle. Maybe one of these is more like the gold bug, who knows. Some scrapbook paper that's tea dyed. Here's a little owl and another one of the quotes. Envelope pocket here, you can tuck some smaller things in. Here's a vintage glassine photo negative sleeve, and then just a couple of the labels printed onto tea dyed paper from the bundle that I thought you could just put where you liked in the journal. So that just slips right in there. And then this image of this house I got on the blog, so it was one of the free images, printed it onto vellum for the fall of the House of Usher. I wanted to do that so you could see the text through it. And another label here. And this is some Tim Holtz paper. I've been saving it just for this. And another clasp with just some more of the tattered black lace. And this side of the vellum, I added the a scrap of the red marbled paper, and I was going to glue it down so you'd have a tuck spot there, but then I kind of liked this little flip piece. I don't know why, and so I backed it with some tea dyed paper so you wouldn't see the white on the back of that printable. And you could glue it or use double stick tape and create a tuck spot. Here's a tea dyed index card. This is from a vintage dictionary. It's just the death's head moth. Say that 3 times fast. Death's head moth. Wow. I just thought that was appropriate. Another digital stamp. And I love this page. And of course I had to pair that with the Telltale Heart page. Here's 4 little tuck spots here with this. Little tags and labels. And this is from the vintage pattern bundle, and again another one of the quotes. Here's some vintage trim on this page with a little button there. Lots of journaling space in this. And here's another one of the journal pages I just think is beautiful. Another raven. Here's the tuck spot with one of the quotes, and in it I just created with a book page and a little belly band, a little area to tuck this tag, and this is the same as the end papers I used. But this, On the other side, I have had this image for, I have to say, probably at least 10 years. But when I was digging through my stash, I realized that this could be Poe as a child. I think, in my humble opinion. Anyway, so I had to include him because he's just perfect. Another one of the pages. Here's a little tag page, and this is a little metal mustache charm. And here I've printed again on the vellum another image from the Poe bundle and the Pit and the Pendulum story. Some scrapbook paper. Here's another set of the journal pages with another raven and one of the labels there. And here's the other. I did the same thing with that vellum page. I just left it. And on this tag page, got a little specimen of another, hoping you can see the gold, another gold bug. I didn't close it in case you wanted to take that out, decorate a page with it. And here's another of the vintage liquor labels. And then this little bottle is empty, but in my mind it held opium because they say that is what he was addicted to. So, and it's not sealed, so if you wanted to put something in it, you could. And it, of course, removable because it's on the clip. Another upper tuck with another quote. And he lived in New York City for a while, and I found this in the East Coast Maps bundle, and I just love this blue. There's a black ribbon. So a nice big journaling tag there. Here's the big pocket, and I created this with an image from the Bibliophile Ephemera bundle. Some lace and grungy tape, and this is just, there's nothing inside, it's just a little extra journaling card. And then this was also a free image on the blog. There's a sheet of labels, and it's laudanum, and I had already put it in, and then I looked it up online, and I did not realize, I knew that it was kind of an addictive over-the-counter thing, but it did have 10%, I think it was 10% opium in it, so there you have it. Here is a little tag I made with some Halloween ribbon. And then this pocket, I printed another Poe quote onto some fabric, and we got the lace behind it. So it does not have a closure, but I am sending along with it a length of the crinkly black seam binding. So if it does start to get super chunky, you can tie it closed. So that is it, everybody. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope you're all doing well. Take care. I'll see you again here real soon. Bye.